Hey everybody, it's me, Sven here, bringing you day number 243 of Let's Talk About Autism. Before I get started, I'd love you to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below the video. It would help me out tremendously. It would promote more videos to you and promote these videos to more people. So yeah, today I'll be talking about a subject that I've neglected to talk about throughout the entire series, and it's bullying. And bullying is a serious issue that so many people on the spectrum are dealing with, and it's having a marked effect on us. Like, it's creating so much harm that can easily be avoided, and that's a choice, by the way. So the first problem is, like, you try to socialize, and because you have these differences, of course people are going to notice that and make fun of you for it. Like, that's just, if you're bullied a lot, like, of course you're not going to want to go out and socialize, and you'll have this self-isolationist behavior where you'll just cut yourself off from the whole in-person world and just live in your room on a computer, and that has all sorts of associated problems. And the mental health effects that come from this, like, you'll start to believe things that aren't true. Like, I found I don't know if the kid was autistic, probably not, but a trans identity almost formed because bullies were telling a young girl that she was acting like a boy and therefore she's a boy. It's a whole crazy. And if you're on the spectrum, you're probably going to take that literally. And because of this gender ideology, it's causing a lot of harm. Like, trans identities can form out of bullying. And the worst part about this is nobody is doing anything about it. The school administration certainly isn't doing anything about it. They're a part of the problem, and they're often bullies themselves. And I guess there's a bit of a difference between bullying and abuse. Bullying, the main motive of bullying is usually more of a joke. It's just more of a fun thing that some people do. Like, they make fun of people to make them feel bad for the fun of it. Like, they want a reaction out of you. They want to provoke some kind of retaliation. That's usually the goal of a bully, which is very different from the motive of an abuser, which is the school administrators who abuse their power and do stuff to you, usually for some kind of agenda. So that's the main difference there. But school administrators certainly aren't going to do anything about bullying. And I'll talk about the solution to bullying tomorrow. But yeah, no one's helping us, and no one's even talking about this. So I'm here to talk about it right now. So if you're on the spectrum, like, just wear your mask well. It worked pretty well for me. And, praise God, I wasn't really bullied a whole lot, like, if at all. Like, only a handful of people even tried in my case. And, that helped me a lot. Like, it's a whole thing I didn't have to deal with. I mean, I was already dealing with enough from school administrators, and most autistic people have to deal with bullying on top of that, and it's just too much. So, of course, we at the Autistic Freedom Network are certainly going to focus on that and deal with it for sure, to at least lessen the burden of all of this stuff going on to such young people, by the way, too. But, this bullying stuff, it's really problematic. But another thing that helped me was I stood up to the abusers in ways that a lot of people just didn't have the confidence to do, even non-autistic people. Like, I was in general ed, and whenever the teacher was doing something bad that I didn't like, that I thought made no sense and was unfair to the whole class, instead of complying, I stood up to them and said, no, this policy doesn't make any sense. Maybe sometimes I would, make fun of them myself. But yeah, and another thing that helped me was, like, I guess getting onto a popular trend. I was really into Minecraft as a kid, so that definitely helped as well, because everyone else was into it too. So, but you shouldn't have to be interested in a mainstream trend just to avoid being bullied. And you could fake it, but I wouldn't recommend that. But if you want to fit in with the kids, they don't like the school system either, and they're facing issues. It might not be as much as you, but they still have trouble with the school system. So standing up against this unspeakable evil that I've talked about with our schools has helped me a lot. It made kids around me love me. And like, I was seen as this cool guy who stood up to, I mean, I was more of the creeper guy, but I still stood up to the masters of the school in ways that other kids just didn't have the confidence to do. And that certainly helped out a lot. When other kids just don't have the confidence to do that, it's like, wow, he stood up to the authorities. He did something that I don't have the balls to do. But that definitely helped. I'm not sure if it avoided it. I mean, people still tried, especially in my worst times, but it wasn't really enough. People didn't try. I mean, that's purely the grace of God. That's all I can really say is what stopped it for me. But it's still such a huge problem for the rest of the people on the spectrum. And if you grew up autistic, most likely you were bullied. I mean, just don't use my story literally. Like, that's a pure grace of God thing that I had. But yeah, we're going to fix this, and I'm going to talk about the solution to bullying tomorrow. So yeah, that was day 243. I'll see you on day 244. Thank you very much for watching this video, and God bless you. Goodbye.